Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Double dog, that's the way. Show it. Hey, black.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And some room to work. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. For 3 up to the 48.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Christian Jones, the one who picked it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 40. Seven-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. First carry of the ball game now. It's C.J. Anderson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Set, lady. QB drop. Zero. QB drop. 24 is the mark.
On 2nd and a couple. Stafford completing it here to Marvin Jones. 15 yards on the play. First down.
To Marvin Jones. A gain of 15. First down, Lions.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Anderson, about 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Back to throw, Stafford. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, 27 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
319. Hey, let's get this.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Flowers. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Throwing Jones. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to third down. Jones now throwing on third and long. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. They're going to line up to go for this on fourth down. Rodgers stays on the field.
I got number 80. Single.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers got a man. That's Allison. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing is Rodgers. And able to find Graham. Complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Rodgers now on 1st down. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Lions will take over. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. To try again after the sack. Stafford, James has got it, complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Complete to Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford, and he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions add on to their lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Lions 14, Packers nothing.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The final shot before half for Rodgers. And he finds a man with a crossing route. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Walk tight, walk tight. Tight and rock, tight.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. So they will go for it. Stafford. And the pressure gets to him again. Rashawn Gary. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Rodgers to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Throwing on second and long. Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. To throw is Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
It's fourth down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
First down. First and 10 at the 15.
Rodgers now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10.
He's checking.
And they try to sweep to Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Mike Daniels able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Trey Flowers picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a play fake here on first down. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Damon Harrison able to get him for a loss of about 3. After the sack on first down, Rodgers looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on first and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at third and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on third and goal. Now Rodgers. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Lions will take over. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Breaks a tackle. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, pick your game up.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers, he's going to let it fly. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. After the interception, here's Stafford. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
Throwing here, Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Amendola, he was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
50 to Mike. 6-man.
Now a run with Anderson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
On 2nd down now, it's Anderson. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better.